Okay, we should be like... What?
Sorry, I heard a meow from the other room. That was insane. I'm sorry.
What the fuck? You just hear me meow.
Yeah, I just heard a meow. Anyway, sorry, that's the first thing that we hear. Sorry, guys. Hello everyone. It's been a while. It's time for the trauma to begin because I left on a pretty big mark for poor Noche.
I'll be ready.
Oh god. But yeah, so it's been a while, so a quick refresher on what happened last time. So last time you guys got to the very end of the dungeon. And Lucid and Morrow both went ahead and kind of confronted Jin on what he was doing, why he was doing it, why he betrayed them years ago. They found out the truth of the matter is that he used them. He was trying to get funds so that then he could actually continue his plan to take out a different organization in Beast World. The group is called the Ferals, and the Ferals are actually a very anti-brethren or anti-human group here in the world of Beast World. But in the process of this, he's also wanting to basically move things forward and finish what the war should have done, which is to have the Brethren actually come out on top. Hearing this ended up forcing Morrow to go immediately into combat. He was ready to take down Jin in an instant. You guys ended up moving very quickly to try to get the different stone that was at the end of this dungeon. Sadly, though, he had assistance. He still had many of his own troops. He had a giant ice wolf creature.
Yes.
And then he also ended up having a very powerful mage on his side. One that ended up preventing Lucid and Sei from collecting the Windstone. As valiant as your guys' effort was.
I tried!
Like, he was very powerful wizard, so...
We were very close.
That mage that came out of left field was the only reason why he came out on top in this. Is it in a draw? Whatever.
I was about to say, even with that small loss, you guys did have a major victory in the fact that with a quick sleight of hand of Noche distracting Jin as he tried to attack him, stole the ice gem that was around his neck, and sadly in that moment though, or kind of melancholy moment, Noche ends up realizing that the dragon that was inside of this stone in particular, the one that Jin was using, was a very old friend of his, Daya, if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Yes.
Daya, yeah. So Daya is the one that's in this stone, and in that instant of Noche finding this out, kind of went on a bit of a rampage, kind of creepily just saying Daya's name, and without any control of his body, just straight up goes to try to murder Jin. You guys almost took him out, but because of that wizard, they were able to teleport away. Just him and Jin were able to get away, though. As you guys basically took out the others, and they left the poor wolf behind, which then the wolf just kind of disappeared and deteriorated.
Not that I know, because I passed up.
Yep. But you guys then jumped up onto the backs of the hippogriffs and the griffin that you had saved. It seemed like they agreed to, the hippogriffs at least, agreed to stay around in case you needed assistance, but they told you they were not going to fight. But they did decide to go ahead and assist you in this dire moment of you guys likely would have died if you didn't actually have them. Some of you guys had glider capes, but not everyone.
Hey, I had a plan.
I had one, but
It would not have been a good plan, but it was a plan.
I have a glider key, but that didn't mean matter.
But yeah, so currently, you guys are now flying on the backs of the hippogriffs and the griffin that you had saved. Many of you are injured from a rather near-death fight. As you guys look behind you and you see that tower island-like structure is just continuing to collapse as if it's just sinking into the ocean itself. The land, as it's kind of falling into the ocean itself, seems to be pulling in even the ship that was docked by the island, likely as well as your own lifeboat that you used to get to shore. Morrow is covered in bruises and rather visibly hurt, but he's not in any kind of life-threatening situation. Jasper, Say, Lucid, you are all fairly injured. You are all looking pretty rough from that situation.
I'm so passed out.
Yeah, no, it's me over here 1v6ing a bunch of people that can all use multi-attack. Yeah, no, I'm fine.
No! After about half the time,
Noche is also a little injured. However, Noche, how well are you hiding your emotional state currently?
Do you want me to be 100% honest or BS it?
Be honest in how your character is feeling if you want. Or you can try to tell me that you're just trying to keep it together, whatever you're wanting to do with your character.
You can just roll for it.
Oh god. Well, I like to think that like in this moment, just confused, angry, relieved, and frustrated. But he's trying to keep his composure. Okay. But you can see his eyes obviously has like a coat of clear because he's holding back tears.
Okay.
I was like, imagine the eyes suddenly turning to like more draconic.
Well, I appreciate that, especially because the person that's likely riding with you on a hippogriff would probably be Alejandro, because he is roughly the same size as you, maybe a little bit taller, but you guys are able to ride one mount together. Alejandro is the one that is
Alessandro.
Alessandro, correct.
I keep saying it wrong. My apologies.
Alejandro. That's my name.
Alessandro came out the most unscathed from the fight.
Surprisingly. Not really.
No, he's just, you guys have already kind of seen him in action before. But maybe you guys have a little bit more perspective of like how is he not a Delver at this point? Like he is there seems to be a lot more than what meets the eye of this man.
Yes.
Since he literally just 1v1'd a creature that a lot of you guys probably would have died to. So.
That's a good ass question.
But
who is still unconscious?
Me. Say.
So Say is like unconscious on a hippogriff, while I'm kind of wondering who.
No, you're not.
Are you close to me? That's the question.
I have a 60-foot range.
Oh,
so...
true enough.
So there you go. But yeah, it was a very rough fight. But even Alessandro, even though you came out mostly unscathed from that fight, you're kind of looking at the dungeon falling apart behind you, and you're like, yeah, we're all lucky to have survived that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so right now you guys are flying, and you're just kind of seeing any ship that was there kind of just sinking into the bottom of the ocean with this island. What do you guys do?
Well, we're on a bunch of flying animals, so...
Sorry, what was the lance? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, I guess we just, direct them towards the
Towards our ship.
Either to, well, I was gonna say towards land, so the direction we came from.
Yeah, because the ship that we came in on left. They were gonna swing back by and check on us, but they left. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they wouldn't be back for a few days, so.
Got it. Hello, Pam. Also came in. I didn't fucking check on that again.
So, alright, so you guys will be flying for a while then. Go ahead and give me perception checks to see if any of you spot any land anywhere nearby.
15. 19.
Passive 18. Do you want me to roll?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. It's fine.
Okay. If I can find it.
It's not a super important roll, so if you think 18 would be plenty.
23.
Got down. 8. I was gonna say that I was like, as soon as I wake up, I was like, where the fuck am I? Kind of situation.
Alright.
I would also like to use my Vigilant Blessing.
What the
Go for it.
I mean, it's just a passive, like.
Alright. But otherwise, Noche, you're free to go ahead and give a perception check if you want to, but if you feel like you're a bit preoccupied, that's fine.
Oh, there's no way that well, like looking at anything now.
Okay. I'm just putting that out there, and just to kind of clarify a bit of the moment here for you as well. So for the rest of the party, if they haven't gotten the fucking hint yet.
Alessandra is just going to hold on tightly to Noche to make sure he doesn't fall off the hippogriff because he's probably not paying attention, and just kind of letting him process at the moment.
Because although Noche hasn't told you guys or anything yet, again, it definitely seems like there's something going on with Noche. But overall, with your guys' perception checks, so for both Jasper as well as Say, you guys don't see like the mainland island anywhere near you guys currently. Like it's like, okay, I don't see that island because it's a couple of days travel for you guys, even to, at least a day's travel, I believe, that I said last time, for you guys to even get to this point. So that's beyond the line of sight horizon for you guys to be able to see it at this point. But you guys do actually see that there is at least a smaller island nearby that you could at least kind of get to and kind of land to in the meantime, so that then you can either land and then maybe try to convince these feral ones that you guys are riding on currently to get you to the mainland, and give them a break, etc. Because it's a long flight if you guys are going to depend on them.
The question is, if once we land, if they decide to leave, we'll be stranded potentially.
So you might need to do some good talking.
Dude, some good talking.
Do we even have resources to be able to talk to them, or would it just be straight animal handling?
Let me double check.
I don't know if we used speak with animals today or not.
I did, but I
Yeah,
used but I get a free casting of it. I can still cast it.
Yeah, so there you go. You
I
do
think.
have that
What
ability.
level spell is that?
It's a level 1.
Okay, yeah, I have one level 1 spell slot left, so I can I can cast Speak with Animals one more time.
So you've got one shot to get them to stay and help us get to the mainland.
Oh, yes. Lovely.
Oh gosh. But yeah, so you guys go ahead and you are kind of flying, and you kind of are having to try to direct them towards at least a land area. I will say that whoever has like the best animal handling, they can try to do a roll here to make sure that you can try to coordinate this whole landing area.
Maybe me? I'm not entirely sure. I have 3.
Animal handling is a animal handling is a wisdom check, I believe.
Oh,
It's probably also going to be Jasper with his
I have 3
20 wisdom.
on it.
So I will allow you guys all to try if you really want, or you can try to aid in some sort of way if you have proficiency in animal handling.
Yeah, could I? Because I do have a pursuit of animal handling.
Alright, so I'll allow you to aid, and then if you want to aid, then that will give Jasper advantage on his roll then.
Okay.
What is the number on Jasper's one? It's like 8?
So my wisdom modifier is 5 because I have 20 in wisdom. So yeah, for animal handling, I get +5 to animal handling.
So he's not proficient in it, but he has a way with animals.
I'm not proficient, but I'm pretty good.
Alright, give me that advantage on...
Say that to that one too.
Okay, advantage. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm helping you out.
Yeah, I'm just adjusting my spell slots real quick so that I don't
That's
forget later. Okay.
Which, by the way, to anybody that's watching currently, yes, they all fucking leveled up after that.
We fucking better! We fucking better after this!
You just want me to roll animal handling, right?
That's a hell more.
Animal
I was
handling.
possessed. Thank you very much. I deserve this level up.
Oh!
I'm traumatized.
Oh no.
Oh.
I
Well, I mean, the
I
good
rolled
news is,
real bad.
yeah, the good news is, they're probably going to want to land somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
so we're still gonna get to land. We just don't know where.
Yeah, so you go ahead and you try to, like, guide them a little bit. I guess I never clarified. Which one are you on? Are you on a hippogriff or are you on the griffin?
I guess I'm on the griffin because
He's
I'm
on
the
the
biggest
griffin.
of this.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll say you're on the griffin then.
What?
So the griffin is also harder to frickin', like, force him to do whatever you guys want. But like, you know, you're kind of, like, trying to guide him, and there's just kind of, like, he's ignoring you kind of thing, and he keeps flying.
I hate to know if you like Charizard.
Basically, go ahead and give me a investigation check, you guys. You can all do this one investigation check.
I'd like to cast
5.
guidance.
Yeah, you can cast guidance. That's
He
fine.
could have done that before.
You were already giving me advantage though.
Let's see how much that helped you.
Yeah, so let me remind myself what guidance does.
You just add a 1d4 to your roll.
Okay, just adding a 1d4. Okay. You said it was investigation?
Yep,
Yes.
investigation.
Oh my god.
Well, you didn't have the advantage on this investigation, but
Oh, right, but
you would have
18.
had an 18.
18.
Okay.
Yeah. Of
I
course, I
will-
rolled better on the thing that I only get +1 in and am not proficient with.
All right. So Lucid, I will say that you're kind of like, you think you're going in the right direction at least towards like where you had came from. Jasper, you're definitely like, oh, okay. If memory serves correctly, we're going at least in the right direction from where we came from. But yeah, they're not listening to you. They're just kind of traveling for a while.
Okay.
But yeah.
So we're not landing, apparently.
Yeah, you're not landing. They're continuing to just travel for a while. not really paying attention to where you guys actually want to go. They're just like, you better be grateful that we even saved you.
You know what? These things don't want to die either, so we'll be fine.
Basically, like, you kind of...
food.
I will give you with the investigation, you're kind of like, yeah, these things didn't want to die, which is why they didn't help us in that last fight, and they're just kind of repaying a favor kind of thing, where it's like, oh, you saved us. Paying you back kind of thing.
Yeah. Also...
But yeah.
No, nothing. Never mind. Go on, you can do.
But yeah, you guys go ahead and you continue to travel for a while. You go past the island that you were trying to like land them on, and you continue traveling for a while. It's like they're kind of searching for a new place eventually. They do find another small island along the way, but you guys were traveling for at least a couple of hours, as they were like continuing to travel for a while. Maybe they were trying to put some more distance between them and whatever just happened, or they were a bit spooked, who knows? But they eventually do land.
Where do you land, though? That's the question.
You guys end up landing on a rather small island. It's not, you don't actually see the mainland anywhere near you. You don't see the island that you had came from for the City of Canals either. But you guys have traveled at least a few hours away from that prior location of the dungeon.
Yeah.
But you are on a small island currently. Here, I will go ahead and I will set the mood, because I believe I have a freaking image thing for an island. Hold the frick on.
Or close to it, at
I'm
least.
positive I have one.
Yeah, I think you used that when we did the dreamscape thing.
I did.
Oh,
So we just won't have we won't have this guy anymore. So we'll move him to a different layer. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. There is no house, by the way.
Okay, cool. I was making sure.
But
So it's
you
just
guys were on kind of a secluded island.
Yeah. So we're gonna get down to rest. Can I roll something if I try to get down?
What are you wanting to roll for?
I love how the two in chat said burn up. Anyways, not the point. I wanted to see like how stable I kind of am, because I took quite a bit of heavy damage from the mage.
Go ahead and give yourself a medicine check.
Medicine. 11.
You're kind of checking yourself over. You're kind of worried about like that moment where he was kind of controlling your blood and whatnot. If like he had like damaged any of your arteries, etc. Or if like he like popped any joints or anything. You feel sore. Like you feel like you're definitely like, okay, I almost died there. But you seem to at least be alive. You definitely will need some rest to recover fully, though.
Yeah. Now, I want to get off the hippogriff, because we all landed, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you all landed. You guys can get off the hippogriffs and the griffin. This will, however, lead to perhaps somebody wanting to do some persuading here.
Like,
Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast my speak with animals.
well, yeah, I was gonna do some animal handling, but okay, whatever.
Yeah, you
And I'm
guys
also going to
you can
cast-
work together on this. I'll allow that.
I'm also gonna cast guidance on myself.
And then you roll that. I roll just advantage of 1 again. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Alright, so
So, which one are you talking to? You're talking to the griffin, or just all of them in general?
just kind of all of them in general, because we need all of them.
Alright, so what are you trying to say to them then?
So I'm going to thank them for, catching us and, like, getting us away from there, like, saving us. And I also would like to ask them to, if they if they could possibly continue carrying us until we get to the mainland, and we will we'll reward them with some food when we get there. Because like we're on an island, we'll be stranded if they just decide to leave.
All right. So yeah, you can go ahead and do a persuasion check. Say if you are wishing to try to help in any kind of way with like animal handling.
Well,
You
yeah.
have to explain to me on how you're doing so.
I guess I'll be the one to give the food.
Okay. Do you
Yeah,
have any kind of food or whatnot?
No, I just steal Leopard Knight's stash.
Oh, I was saying we would give them food when we got to the mainland. Like, we don't have any on us right now.
May I give a suggestion for Niku?
What's up?
Yeah,
You
can
could use your animal handling skills to coach Jasper on body language that they will respond positively to.
Ooh, there you go.
True. Yeah, I'll do that actually.
Okay. And
Okay.
then I heard like a clearing of throat from Lucid.
I definitely have bird food on me.
I don't know if that would work though. That's the thing.
Yeah, these are definitely meat eaters.
You never know.
I mean,
Okay.
there's no harm in trying if you really wish. Lucid as well to kind of offer. It's up to you.
No, good.
I was about to say. Okay, so do I make this with advantage or no?
You guys are doing two separate rolls. So say, how about you do first the animal handling check to see like how well you are trying to like explain this and kind of
So I roll.
give signals.
So I roll animal handling.
Yep.
Alright. Okay.
Okay, so you've never really worked with hippogriffs before, so you're kind of just like giving these like hints of like, well, make sure that you are, trying not to be forceful. They were just captured not too long ago, so don't make it seem like you're trying to capture them or anything like that. And you're just kind of trying to gesture like slow movements, respectful movements, etc.
Oh yes, no, it will be nothing but politeness.
And then that'll go with then for your role then to see how well this all goes.
Okay. And then I roll an additional d4.
Wait, was that advantage or wait?
No. All right.
Nope. Eric said
So-
didn't say I got advantage, so
Nope. So you go ahead and you're kind of explaining this to them. There is a bit of like, you're definitely trying to be as like respectful as you can, etc. They kind of are like kind of looking at each other, etc. Eventually, one of them looks to you again, and then speaks. Provide food now as well.
okay. We can try and do that. Give us a little time to get something together.
Can
This or hunt.
I can hunt for food,
Yeah, they basically just kind of they eventually are looking back and forth, and there's kind of a nod of agreement that they'll give you time, but if there's no food, no deal.
We can work with this. we can work with this if
I'll say if you go better.
if we could take a long rest. I could do create food and water.
That's true. You have that freaking spell now.
Yeah, but I don't have it primed.
Yeah.
Can
but you just
I-
leveled up.
Where the fuck is it again? Shit.
What are you doing?
The fucking thing where I can like get a good amount of food for like an hour.
Yeah, you just so that would be a survival check, and then
I'm trying to find. I had the skill here. I don't remember where it was again.
I can take a look at your character sheet too if you want. Just
Yeah, if
You take like the Outlander background or something.
Oh, there it is. The wonder trait.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes. There you go. So yeah, we could.
Yeah, so I'll try to see if I can find
So
some
you
shit.
can always recall general layout, terrain, as settlements and other features around you. Yeah, here's the part. In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day, provided the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth. So I'm gonna say it'll be a lot easier for you because of your background. Why don't you still give me a survival check as you go ahead and you're trying to kind of get a better sense of the terrain, because this is unfamiliar terrain to you, but you do have this background check. So
Survival, right?
Yep, survival check.
18.
18. All right. Yeah. So you guys just kind of go see Say kind of run off and like quickly gathering food. Right away, you know, he has a spear. He just goes to the beach line. He's looking for like shallow waters and he's just trying to like spear fish for some things. He's grabbing some different small fish. He's able to gather some like crabs of some kind as well. And he brings those back. It takes a while, of course, but he does bring enough food for 5 people, but it would in this case be the mounts that you have to get back to land.
Yeah,
That's fine. We have rations.
We can, I was about to say we'll be fine. The mounts need the food, and also we promised them food.
Yeah. So yeah, I got the thing and I start bringing it to the Griffin and Hippogriffs.
Okay. So you go ahead and you hand off the different foods and whatnot here. Give me an animal handling check as you're kind of giving the food off.
15.
You're successful in preventing yourself from getting harmed by any kind of feral creatures that you are providing food for. You're handling it in the way that you should in this situation where, you know, you've kind of created a deal between these creatures and yourself. And yeah, they're not hurting you in any way as you're kind of providing food, you're being cautious, etc.
Yeah.
So, well done.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it's like, I was like, after like all that, I'm feeling very tired. I was wondering if I could fate on top of him. Oh, that.
So yeah, you go ahead, you get all that done. You're like, mission accomplished, and then you just kind of face plant in the sand.
No, not face plant. Not face plant on the sand. I mean, like face plant on the griffins and shit.
Oh,
God,
okay.
that's actually felt bad.
So like, you go ahead and you kind of lean onto one of them, and they're kind of just eating the food and not paying you any mind.
I just kind of like pull you off of it and bring you back to a respectful distance.
But it seems like the deal will be kept, that they'll be able to get you there. But otherwise, yeah, so now you guys have some time to rest and recover. Is there anything that people are wanting to do before they go into a long rest?
What is the weather looking like?
Very good question. Hold on.
Why you guys restrict me?
Alright. So, you go ahead and you're kind of looking at the skies. Like, you remember the skies were very much like super windy weather, etc., clouds. Like there was you guys were like literally going into the eye of a storm not too long ago to get to that dungeon. It seems like the dungeon was indeed the source of said storm. As you kind of are looking around, it is beautiful out right now. The sun is starting to move down a little bit more and more, but it's not fully set, so you guys still have some time to do some other stuff if you truly wish here on the island before it's like dark. But beautiful weather.
While he was hunting for food, I suggest the rest of us set up camp.
I would definitely be all right with that. That it would have taken him time to do all of that for gathering the fish and the crabs and whatnot. So you guys can easily have gotten camp set up. Anything else that you guys would want to do after that whole camp situation and the feeding of the hippogriffs and the griffin?
Can I analyze the crystal?
You're wanting to just kind of look over the crystal?
It's to see if I can discover anything. If it's,
Okay.
Is it just an image? Is it just him actually in there? Is it just a projection? I need to know.
Okay. I will allow you to do either an investigation check or an
Arcana check.
Bad on both of them. Okay.
investigation. All right. So you're looking over the stone itself. You're holding on to it. The stone is incredibly cold. Part of you is just like, it kind of makes sense. You remember Daya being a, rather powerful silver dragon, that he did have command over ice, and that it doesn't surprise you for like the aspects of ice. You start thinking back about moments in the dungeon, and that all of the different ice spells that you had seen with like things being covered in ice, etc. You're like, these are all things that Daya could have done. And then there's one thing in particular that like clicks in your memory. There's the one thing though that keeps throwing you off, and it's those like zombified like ice people things. You know that he could do that, but he said that he would never do something like that. Like, it was like a thing throughout his like family history that they had the ability to do something like that, and that he had told you about it, but he's never done it.
Okay.
But like, there's a lot of things like it's just kind of clicking with you more and more that this most likely is him. You're thinking about the first stone that you touched, the water stone as well, where you went into that and you're like, there was a presence in there. And then you talked with your allies later on as you've confirmed things that was a dragon in that one. You're like, things are lining up more and more, that you're fairly certain that this is Daya's soul in this gem.
Okay. Thank you.
You're like, I didn't want this.
So this is more of like, you say like, I'm sure, as in like,
based off of all the different things that you're thinking about, Noche feels fairly confident that that wasn't some sort of like vision or projection, that you were literally brought into, like, your mind was brought into the stone temporarily and you saw Daya. Just like how everybody else that's ever touched the water stone, their consciousness kind of goes into the stone, it seems, and that there's like a presence that they can speak with, etc.
Everybody else except for me.
Yeah, you're the only person that hasn't touched that damn stone.
I haven't touched it either, actually.
This is true, you haven't. You've
No,
seen
you
the
touched
dragon
the
glass
windstone.
What?
Lucid touched the windstone.
That's true. So Lucid did touch the windstone.
And so did Say.
And Say, you also touched the windstone. I was gonna get to that as well, but I'll get to that later.
Okay.
But there, yeah, you guys touched the stone. You weren't given any visions, but
oh,
I'll explain some things later.
Alright.
So, once the camp is set up and people are starting to settle down and like take care of their business or whatnot, Alessandro will actually sit on like a log or something, and he'll pull out his lute and he'll start strumming a tune, and it's a bittersweet tune about the things we have, the things that we lose, dreams that were forgotten. And as he finishes that song, he'll move on into another song about a brighter future, a better day.
Permission to walk.
You are free to walk, Lucid, if you wish.
Yeah, just needed a little space right now.
I would like to go talk with Noche.
So, overall, you guys do have a very lovely melody being played, and just kind of experiencing. It's not like Alessandro's trying to like put on a big grand show or anything. He's just playing a song, kind of filling the silence with something else, kind of help you guys maybe perhaps reflect on what has kind of occurred, or maybe just even what he's feeling himself, who knows. But you go ahead and we'll start off with Lucid. Lucid, what are you kind of doing right now as you're kind of like going for a walk around?
Mostly being in his own head for a moment, just kind of need to get away from the others for a moment. Mostly upset at his own self because of what went down.
Alright. You kind of are like, you're kind of just moving around, and you're kind of just pacing back and forth. You're kind of just thinking about that moment. You had that windstone in your hand. You just were not prepared for an instance like that with such a powerful caster. Someone that could control someone's blood, someone that could control and manipulate their own blood. It was bizarre, something that you had never seen before. And you try to rationalize it every once in a while, but you still feel like you failed in that moment, even though there really wasn't much else you could do. There was a lot that was going on at that time, but you can't help but just still think about that. And you feel that you still kind of remember the pressure, the energy that was coming off that stone. And you're kind of looking over your hand and whatnot, and yeah, no, you swear you still feel a bit of whatever was there at that moment, where you just had that stone in an instant. But it's like, why didn't I see any visions or anything? Why is it that I couldn't harness that power at the time? There's so many answers, or so many questions, but no answers at this time, and it's a bit frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to Jasper. Jasper, what are you doing?
So, I am going to go talk with Noche about what happened with him and the gemstone, and try and help him work through that.
Because, in all honesty, you and Alessandro were the only ones that, you were the closest to him at that moment, where he was frozen in ice for a little bit. And
Well, Maro is.
well, Maro was too. Maro is just kind of like, if you guys are kind of wondering what he's doing, he seems to still be making sure stuff at our camp is set up, and he seems to be keeping an eye out for, I don't know, seems like he's still concerned about something, but he's just looking out in the horizon, keeping an eye out. but yeah, otherwise the rest of you are the others here, Alessandro, as well as Jasper, you two definitely remember the instances where it was like, as soon as Noche grabbed that stone, he was encased in ice. He couldn't move. And then the ice just shattered and he lost control of himself, it seemed. Like it wasn't him.
Oh. So I'm gonna check on Noche.
Okay.
How you feeling? Like you okay? What's you know?
No, first. So you dead eyes.
I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit. I couldn't really.
Or this microphone. Noche is a bit unresponsive at first, right? But he turns his head, looks at you with dead eyes, and expresses just a nod, and turns back to looking at the jewel.
You know, it's okay if you're not okay.
He nods again.
Do you want to talk about what you saw?
Noche tries to speak, but hesitant at first. But he knows you're just trying to help, so
Yeah.
he opens up a little bit. He's like, "I was surrounded by nothing but blizzard. I couldn't feel anything but cold, but cold doesn't affect me like that. But it was like the first time I felt something that chilled me, that chilled my scales. And
Oh.
I thought I saw somebody that I knew, and I'm not sure if it's real or not. But this jewel right here feels like them, smells like them. And I wonder if their soul is trapped in this gem. And I thought they were dead. I thought they were dead.
I just kind of like wrap him in a big hug. And I say, you know, if you want, we can try to look into the gym again together. When you're ready.
Yeah. I would appreciate that. Please.
Just
I
let
need
me
to know.
Just let me know when you want to.
Noche returns the hug, but still you can tell that he's not fully himself, and he just walks away to give himself space.
And
End
with that,
scene.
and
Scene.
Jasper
Is Alessandro, I believe?
Yeah.
Are you doing anything, or?
He's playing right now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's rocking it.
He's rocking.
He was sitting near the scene that just ended.
Yeah, sorry, my brain my game forgot for a second. Okay, my god. I was actually kind of wondering, like, do I dream about anything?
While you're unconscious here?
Yeah, since I basically went to sleep first.
Okay. Tell you what. I'm gonna roll here something.
Are you gonna roll to see if I should do it or?
All right. So, what is a happy dream for yourself?
What is a happy dream?
Yep. What is it? What is a dream that? What is something that's like he would dream about that like brings him some happiness and joy?
If I were to say one, I guess to be equal standing. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
to be equal standing with everybody because I feel like he feels like he's behind behind with everyone.
Okay. So you're kind of dreaming of a moment where it's just like you're with your party and you're doing just as much as everyone else, like you're carrying your weight, etc.
Yeah.
And while you're kind of seeing a moment where it's like, you're in combat and you feel so light on your feet, and there's a moment where while you're in this like dreamlike fight of just being at their sides and just fighting more and more and keeping pace, you have this strange feel of like you're moving faster. It's like the wind is moving through your fur, and like you kind of feel yourself moving incredibly fast, and you're able to avoid most things that you hadn't been able to avoid before in the past, but now you're avoiding these other attacks that you're just trying to dart away all of a sudden. It's like you can feel the wind moving around your body, and it's like you control it. It's reminiscent a lot of what you kind of felt when you held the gem at a moment.
Interesting.
But you're dreaming this.
Yeah, I know.
Now here's the real question, and I don't think I've ever asked this. Does Say snore?
Half and half.
Half and half. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes he does. Sometimes he doesn't.
But I feel like at this point he is snoring because of how fucking tiresome that fucking fight was.
Okay.
And you're sleeping in an awkward position, and you've got a feather up your nose.
He's having that cartoonish moment where like the feather actually is going up as he like snores and he snores in, it moves down, he blows out, it's like it's like the feather flies back up again.
It's a fucking trick. It's a secret trick that happens the entire time.
Yeah, everybody's kind of had a rough moment here. Lucid, as you're kind of off on your own eventually, Morrow kind of walks up to you. How are you doing?
Horrible.
Yeah, it's kind of a win-loss situation right now, but I've been keeping an eye out. I haven't seen any flying wizards around, thank God. I don't know how things go. What was that?
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
I failed.
I'm just kind of looking. He's looking down at you. Kind of crouches down a bit more. And just sets his hand on your shoulder. Hey, I haven't dealt with powerful casters like that. I don't remember you ever having to deal with that. I mean, what was he even doing? Like, you just kind of, all of a sudden, you went down pretty quick. What happened?
I don't even know. All I was doing is just following the plan that we agreed on, and next thing I know, I'm knocked out. And only to wake up on a bird. And I couldn't do anything about that either. If I was to get close, I would have gotten hurt. And when I tried to help out the rabbit, He was able to see right through my darkness. I couldn't do anything.
He kind of sees you kind of breaking down, and he just kind of pulls you into a hug immediately.
I'm so mad at myself. I listened to one person and tried to do the right thing. The only reason I tried to spare some of the people is because I thought maybe if we'd be a little bit nice, maybe things would go right. Only for a deer to just say to kill them, and everything just falls apart no matter what I do. I work hard just to get to this part, and for what?
He just keeps holding you, letting you let it all out. This is very different than how you remember the past with you and him, and how he would normally respond to these kinds of situations as well.
And now, once we have to report this, it's going to be known that we let some man leave with a stone that could possibly do something worse, and all I know is I could probably go back to that cell.
He just keeps letting you let it out.
I want to be mad at somebody, but I can't. The only person I can be mad at is myself.
At that moment, when you say that you can't be mad at anyone else but yourself, he kind of like pushes you away for a second, and he kind of just grabs onto your face with both hands, and he just looks you straight in the face and goes, "The only person that we can blame right now is Jin. Jin did all of this. You told me that you were thrown into prison because of what he did. None of this was your fault. I wasn't ready for what Jin was capable of. He couldn't turn invisible when we last saw him. He couldn't teleport. I've never seen him do anything like that. God knows, like, what else he could have done with that one stone before Noje grabbed it. We could have all died, for all I know, during that instance with that stone. I wasn't prepared for anything. If anyone's at fault for anything that happened, it was me. I could have done more, but there's a lot of what we could have done. But in the end, it happened. We got one stone away from him. He only has one. He doesn't have two. Do not blame yourself. Do not be angry at yourself.
Shit. I can't even get mad at that.
He chuckles a bit. Pulls you close again. Keeps you close in his arms. I know that you were always the man with the plan. You always knew what to do. And I know it's rough. You gotta keep moving forward.
I am sorry, at least that you had to fight him alone, though.
I didn't have to fight him alone. Noche was awesome there in that fight, honestly. I mean, he got launched pretty hard with that staff at one point, but he still stood up. I was impressed, actually. That staff hurt like a bitch, I'm telling you.
I guess.
That chuckle I heard.
No. It's just
keep
a
chuckling. I have to
me fucking cry for this. Do you know how emotional I had to get? Fine, I'm fine. I'm okay now. I just need a moment.
I'm here for you. Just like you were always here for me.
Okay, and see, before I actually start crying even more.
You need to
I
walk
really-
away? I can punch a tree or something instead, that's fine.
No, I want to punch the fucking tree! I want to punch a tree now!
Alright, let's go punch a tree.
Yay!
You guys just in the distance see these two idiots punching a tree.
It's like the Family Guy thing. It's like you want to leave it. I forgot the whole scene, but it basically Brian was asking Stu if he wanted to do something. He's like, yes. Okay, let's leave a dump in Miss Maggie's shoes.
Well,
I'm just imagining, like, Lucid punching the tree, and the whole thing just, like, rocks really hard, and crap falls out of it, and then...
gets hit on the head with a coconut.
no, freaking, Morrow is like, yeah, like that, and then he punches the tree, and the tree just explodes.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit, I forgot to take the gauntlets off. Oh. Yeah, no, Morrow would eventually explain to you, like, the only reason why he's able to do a lot of this crazy shit is because of the gauntlets.
Gauntlets are cool.
Thank you, Pan. Fucking, we love trauma.
But yeah. Otherwise, you guys kind of have your moment. You guys kind of talk a few things out. All you guys are kind of left with is just kind of the music kind of just playing from Alessandro.
There is one last thing I want to do.
What is that?
I want to make some Steinleaf tea for Noche.
Go for it.
Okay.
So you go ahead and you spend some time to kind of make some tea for him as well.
Yep. Because this is the stuff that'll prevent him from having dreams.
Oh, okay. I forgot you had that.
I do.
Thanks to our favorite little weasel.
Mhm.
But yeah, so-
Oh boy, no nightmares for me tonight.
I don't know if Noche can handle the whole dream trauma after everything.
Mm-mm.
Exactly. That's why I'm making
I
it.
will stir into a panic attack.
Oh god.
So, like, I offer it to you. I tell you what it's going to do, and you can choose to drink it or not.
Oh, sorry.
Good. Thank you.
I was just thinking what kind of language I have. Shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can speak Primordial, Common, and then 2 languages that were from your continent.
Sorry about that. Continue.
Yeah. What do you think? You slowly sips the tea. Not really too fond of the taste, but
Oh yeah, no, it's bitter.
Yeah, which means I don't have any sugar to put into it.
yeah, despite not feeling the best, he still makes an expression of like disgust.
Yeah.
But he downs it anyway without complaint. Well, you know,
I don't
you know
blame-
it's a problem. Noche hasn't been complaining about like something tasting gross because he likes. So
By the way,
proclaims it.
Noche, make a con save.
I'm gonna take psychic damage. Jesus Christ.
No, just roll a con save. I'm curious.
13.
All right. You don't get knocked out immediately. Remember, this stuff has a side effect that it'll knock you the fuck out instantaneously too after having it. But you do get an entire 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. Yeah.
What do we get in the 8 hour after we get a long rest?
Yeah, so you guys can go ahead and take your long rest. You can get yourselves full health.
Yay.
I will say for like, you know, it kind of bugs me the whole like I almost died and I have 1 hit point. I'm just gonna sleep. Hey, I'm back to full health. No bruises or anything. Like,
Oh my god.
I hate that. So I will say like, you know, when you guys wake up, there's anybody that was like pretty badly hurt. Like, okay, you're feeling it. You're sore.
And we get all our spell spots. Yeah.
Yep. You
Yes,
guys
we
get all
get
your
all our
spell
spells.
slots.
Get all your resources back.
I need to prep
spells, keep
spells.
etc.
So I think I'm gonna get the.
Now, just to give you as a heads up, Lance, with your spell list, I believe the ones that were like 3rd level that I already had little red dots on.
Yeah, Lehman's Tiny Hut and Aura Vitality. Those are part of my
So-
class features.
Yep, so those are always prepped.
Yep, same for the Water Breathing, Tidal Wave, Water Walk, Create, Destroy Water.
Yep, because of your water stone.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, for your sleep, Jasper,
Mm-hmm.
you did not experience the water dragon. But you did have one of your favorite dreams ever. And I'm just going to go ahead and state it since you had given me this way back on what would be one of your, like, happy dreams. You're on a beach, and you were just enjoying the sights of all the lovely looking ladies and men on the beach.
Wow.
You gave me that. So-
I'm fine with it.
You buy disaster. Anyways.
Hey,
Yeah, I could have been extra. I could have been like, you know, oh, a man is feeding him grapes.
I do like food.
I do like
fruit.
food.
So
Now, the real question is does anyone that he actually know crash his dream?
So so no one actually has anyone crashing his dream, so no one would have known this.
No. I mean, while he's dreaming, does his mind
certain
include
wolf.
somebody that he knows?
Like a certain
Um,
person.
No. At least not like immediately.
Okay.
I will say this though. It's a new morning, so there's a couple of things for Lucid here.
Well,
So let me go ahead and roll my random thing here.
That's today's mood.
The curse coon.
Ooh, fun.
Oh dear.
So as you guys are all getting up and you're kind of stretching your sore bodies and whatnot, first things first, you guys just kind of see butterflies just flying around Lucid's head.
Oh no.
well,
Lucid, as you wake up, you don't notice the butterflies right away, but you do notice that there's a piece of paper in your hand.
What the fuck? Can I read it?
Yeah.
Okay. He looks at the paper, concerned. Very, very concerned.
Okay. Yep, you kind of vaguely remember from your dream last night there was a certain sloth that just kind of like gave you a piece of paper and then just left, and you're like, what the hell? And now you have a piece of paper in your hand this morning.
what the hell is this?
and you're looking over the piece of paper, and it is indeed a message from your favorite sloth friend.
As long as he's not talking to me, I'm okay.
As you're reading it, you're hearing his very slow voice.
Let me guess. He's even reading it in the same cadence as.
It's like he can't help himself. He just still reads it in that very slow cadence.
I love
Hear
it.
him speaking like one word or two at a time.
You know how in the Studio Ghibli movies when people get shocked, like their hair kind of frizz out? Lucy's
Yeah.
tail frizzed out because he could not handle that shit.
It went poof.
Basically, it's just ooh.
God.
The note actually just gives you a heads up, summarizing that he did actually see all the events that had occurred in the past dungeon. That he does have to report some of the things that he did see. But he actually leaves it with a smiley face, and he's being very vague in what he's reporting.
I'm doomed.
I do.
I'm done for. I'm gonna have to go back to that cell again.
It's like he left a smiley face.
Bitch, I don't know what a smiley face from him means. The fact that he speaks slowly is on my nerves.
My
It's
God.
also weird. There was like a ... after the last word, and then a smiley face.
I'm so doomed.
Oh my
Oh my God.
It's gonna be the last time I'm ever gonna have to be out. The cell.
Do we hear him saying this like at all?
I'll be right back.
I mean, your passive perception, you can hear a lot of shit, Jasper.
I'm speaking in Druid. I'm speaking in
You're
perfect
speaking in
language.
chaotic. Okay.
Yeah, chaotic language.
You're speaking the chaotic language. So you just hear a bunch of gibberish coming from him. Like a lot of the gibberish that you hear when he swears a lot.
Oh.
It's all over for me.
You do see a lot of beautiful butterflies just flying around his head, though.
Hmm. So I'm just like, are you okay?
Why you care? Go away.
You're okay.
Oh God.
Like, you just start spouting gibberish and you're crying first thing in the morning. Like, that's kind of a cause for concern.
First off, I speak a different language. Second of all, why you care? Go away.
Fine.
Oh gosh.
Jeez,
yeah.
try to be nice over here.
So it's a fresh morning here. Is there anything that people are wanting to do?
Lucid, remember the talk that we had.
Middle finger. Your plans suck.
No, just the icon on the Twitch stream for Noche.
You guys just see Morrow off to like getting close to like Lucid and just kind of poking at the butterflies, and they just kind of move away from him every time, and then they just move around, just continuing to fly around Lucid's head.
What are you doing?
Wondering if they were real or if it was an illusion.
What's real?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. He just
What is-
continues to look at the butterflies above his head.
This one can't speaking curse language again. It can't get any worse. This is how it's gonna go. I'm doomed.
I mean, you could have woken up covered in slime.
I have a lot of different things on this list thing, and I'm so happy right now.
I'm so doomed. This is how I go. This is when they carry me. This is the last thing I'm gonna see. I'm dead.
Well, Lucid's in selfish mode again.
I think
Noche,
he's just
how are you doing?
preoccupied with that note.
He's in the Rhythms is away for just a second here, so
Oh.
you'll have to get back to him in a bit.
I guess quick breakfast and then we leave?
You guys can prepare a breakfast and whatnot.
I'm back with a miss.
I mean,
just
just rations.
just breakfast being made while Maro's poking at the butterflies that are flying around Lucid's head as Lucid's having a panic attack.
I'll just gather some more food.
All right, give me another survival check to see how well you do.
Where is it? Oh, there we go. Cool.
There you go. You're not having as much luck this time around, but you're still collecting enough food for, just, you guys. You didn't have to collect a substantial amount of food for the hippogriffs and the griffin again. Which, by the way, they are still there. They've wandered around a bit, but they're still on the island. They're not staying in one single spot, just letting you guys, they're moving around on their own a bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So while he's cooking breakfast, anything else that people want to do?
Is Blue still having a panic attack?
Listen.
Is Lucid still having a panic attack?
He's processing in his mind of what to do.
I mean, here's the thing. You do have a sending stone.
Wait, I have a sending stone?
It's your ring. I've said this multiple times. The ring is a sending stone for Xena.
Oh yeah, for me to communicate.
Yeah, you always forget about that.
When you're sending on your finger for majority of your time, you kind of forget what it does, and you're just like, oh yeah, that's right, I have this.
Yep, it's a ring that you're never able to seem to take off.
No, I'd rather not call because I don't think I can handle him speaking very slowly at this moment. I think at best is going to make me even more wild up. So I probably would not acknowledge a ring. Just processing how to handle this. It's like, okay, maybe I could persuade them to not bring me back to that cell. I can do that. The question is, how do we do that?
Maro's just kind of hearing you kind of mumble to yourself multiple times. Okay.
No, I'm not. I just woke up to get a letter from the guy who's been watching me that I told you about. And he has to report everything that went down. And
how did he get you a letter?
I likes to pop up in my dreams half the time.
I'm gonna give Maro a chance here on this. No. He has no idea how this is possible.
If it makes you feel better, I'm still getting used to this. I barely understand how he does this. But it happens. And he gave me a letter. Like I said, he's gonna report everything that went down. Especially my big fuck up that I did. And that was for the fact that literally, again, a man ran up with the stone for God knows what's gonna happen with that. There's a chance I may go back to that cell.
I keep whispering this stuff.
I'm freaking out. Literally losing my shit.
So Maro is just kind of pulling you close again, and he kind of looks as he's holding you close, he's looking over your shoulder to the others, and he's just kind of giving a signal to the others, he's confused as well, but he's just give him a moment.
Jasper drops and goes back to doing what he was doing before, gonna check on Noche, I guess, and see how he's faring this morning.
Oh, he is out cold. That tea just kept him unconscious this entire time. So Noche is just asleep still. That tea just knocked him out hard. He's back though, so I don't know. Maybe you just need to poke him with a stick or something.
I just kind of gently nudge him on his shoulder, excuse you.
Noche wakes up very easily. He hasn't had a good night's rest in a while, so he's not used to something like that. So he feels delirious, and he doesn't know where he is exactly. He felt like everything that happened yesterday was a dream, but after being woken up by Jasper, he came to the realization oh no, everything did happen yesterday, and immediately starting to feel the same feelings he had before.
And that's exactly when Alessandro leans directly over his face and goes, "Morning, honey!"
No, jumps immediately. It just, like claws the ceiling like a cat.
There is no ceiling.
There is no ceiling. Oh god, that's even
Yeah, we're
worse.
outside.
Okay,
You're
cool. Well,
outside.
that's worse. Then I just literally just jumped like 10 feet in the air just to flop back down, almost breaking what I was leaning on.
Sand.
Sand. Oh, that's worse. Oh, all you hear is a plop noise.
Well, I mean, technically you were in a bedroll, so...
True. I would hope that you guys gave him a bedroll for him
Yes.
to pass the fuck out on after
Yes.
drinking that tea.
He was all
Yeah.
tucked in nicely.
Oh, good morning, Sandro. He says, like, trying to settle his heart, his little heart.
Well, it's... Yep, that's one way to wake up in the morning.
Yeah, thanks for that, guys. Noche just gets up and just grabs the jewel again that has not left his side at night and just walks away again.
Little bits of sand falling out of his arm.
Literally. It's sad and pitiful at the same time.
Jasper follows and offers to help him clean the sand off of his scales.
He appreciates it.
Yep, I'll use shape water.
To wash him off.
Yup.
Okay.
My god.
Alessandro will just call after Noche and just be like, whenever you need help with that, you just let us know. Okay, sweetie?
Noche nods.
Oh.
I'll even make it warm.
Oh my god.
You better make soup for this kobold for breakfast.
Not hot, just warm.
No, I'm saying for breakfast. You were making breakfast. There better be some breakfast soup or something.
With what ingredients? All we have are rations.
I don't know, Mr. Cleric. Summon food from the food dimension with your...
All
You
it
know,
does is
What
blame
D&D
food.
campaign is that?
He
What?
literally has a spell that's called, like, create food and water.
Yeah, but the food is bland.
Oh. that's
Oh.
true.
Yeah, like,
Provides all the nutrients that you need. But yeah, it's bland.
yeah.
Yeah,
there's the-
Fortunately, you have a
Word.
bard that can fix that.
True, you do have a bard that can fix that.
So, I mean, I can do that if y'all want me to.
It's up to you guys if you want to have like all that food for enough food for 24 hours.
To give us a speed boost.
I mean, it doesn't really matter to me.
Are we having an outside breakfast to uplift everybody's spirits? Lucid's feeling kind of down. Noche is almost like numb.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure, I'll go
Uh,
ahead and cast the spell.
You kind of just see Morrow like eventually just kind of like slowly pulling Lucid towards everyone else for breakfast.
I'd like to think that the theme song that plays is fruit salad. Yummy, yummy.
So I cast the spell. I don't know what's going to happen because it's very. It doesn't really give a description other than it's bland but nourishing and spoils if uneaten after 24 hours, and the water is clean and doesn't go bad.
Yeah, so basically he casts the spell. Yeah, it's basically just nothing but like, I'm just gonna say like it's oatmeal, basically. Like he just has oatmeal, just bland oatmeal. There's like, you know, there's nothing to add any flavor to it, but it's like he has, again, you can kind of describe it. I'll allow you to describe it however it is that you want.
I mean, it's basically oatmeal and bread, and that's it, because we don't have anything else on us. We don't have, as far as I know, we don't have any of our seasonings or spices or.
Nope.
I
'cause
guess
nope,
if
all in your cart.
Yep. I guess if Say
Right.
wanted to, he could go like look for some fruit to help add a little flavor to it.
Alessandro
Maybe...
will take
Oh,
some dried fruit and some nuts out of his rations and sprinkle it in, and then he'll cast a spell over it.
For me. And we all have fresh drinking water.
Yep.
So.
And he'll cast a spell over that too.
fruit salad. Yummy, yummy.
So to
Well,
anyone that is drinking the water or eating the breakfast now, what happened, Alessandro, with your spell? Like, what'd you do?
Well, the water doesn't look any different, but it tastes like lemonade. The oatmealish substance has the dried fruits and the nuts in it, and it tastes like there's maple syrup in it, even though it doesn't look like it.
I love that spell. It's so
What's-
freaking versatile.
What spell is this?
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Yes,
Yep.
you can flavor food.
Oh, that's cool! I didn't know you could do that with that spell.
Yeah. You can also make the food taste bad too if you wanted.
Yes, but why would I want to do that to my friends?
I don't know, maybe they're just being annoying or something.
Well, maybe if Lucid keeps talking down to Jasper.
Funny how Gabby just doesn't like him.
Even though Jasper keeps trying to help him.
Bitch, you can't just say shit and then be nice all of a sudden.
I mean, to be fair, you were a bit hard shelled at the beginning, so you know.
Fair, but I'm still bitter. I said don't kill the people. Y'all don't want to listen and end up killing people. So yeah, I don't want to hear shit right now.
Look, if you leave people alive that are your enemies, all it does is lead to trouble down the road. I'm just trying to save us some time.
Not all the time. Sometimes all it takes is one kind thing, and then things change. Because that's the only reason why I thought of that is because freaking after the conversation with the rat man saying, "You do shit." So I thought, hey, let me try a different approach. Maybe if I try to be a little bit nice, still better. I mean, it's it.
Ara's just kind of keeping him close and just kind of like, alright, deep breaths.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, I was ready to kill this man when you guys brought him to me, so...
Vice versa, I was ready to kill this man too.
So, I mean, he sort of has a point. You guys did help him. You gave good advice there, but I think they're also right here in this case, Lucid. I mean,
Yeah, we don't.
We've seen this group and we've seen what they're capable of.
Yeah, I tend not to want to let people literally hell-bent on genocide live.
So
Yeah,
we'll
I mean, I guess we'll find out later.
On the other hand, our friends we want to fight for.
Was that like a slight groan to friendship as power or something? Because like I kind of agree with you. It's important.
That
I was
really
thinking
nuts.
from Fire Emblem, and I was holding back.
Okay, bear with me. I was thinking Sora for some reason, but like, so I kind of just broke it. I'm just like, ew. He's giving me the Sora energy. Ew.
All right, what is Say doing with animal handling right?
I was just gonna check on the griffins, the birds.
So the griffins and the hippogriffs, you're going ahead and like trying to check in on them and kind of like move towards them. There's just random nips at you as you're kind of gesturing. You're trying to like make sure that they're all right, but they're kind of like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And there's like these nips at you.
Stop.
I'll use my free I'll use my free casting of Speak with Animals for the day, and assist Say in getting the mounts ready, like seeing if they're ready to go, and because I'm assuming we're done with breakfast at this point.
Yeah, we'll say that you guys are done with breakfast. We'll go ahead and we'll expedite some stuff here. So you are able to kind of talk and negotiate further that you will be able to travel. They'll take you to the next island or wherever you need to go. They have stated that they'll likely want to stop at some point again if it's too long of a travel.
And that's perfectly fine, and we can get them food and water if we have to stop again as well, so no big deal.
So yeah, we'll go ahead then and expedite. You guys are traveling again through air. It is a long travel for sure. You guys continue traveling. You kind of try to get them to go in the right direction. There's always a bit of like back and forth of them trying to just kind of go wherever they want. You guys are like, no, we need to go this way, and it's tedious just because again they're not trained. It's like they're doing a favor kind of situation.
Can we try rolling again?
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys continue traveling. You guys do not get back to the city. I'll say you guys eventually do get back to the city, but it'll be either like really late at night on that day, or it'd be like the next morning. So it's up to you. I'll leave it up to you guys. Like, what would you prefer? Like, you arrive at the city again like the next day in the morning, or you arrive late at night tonight? You guys can try to negotiate and push with them if you wish.
I'll say night.
Go ahead.
What?
So Niku said night. Anyone else object to that?
I'm fine with that.
Good. Like,
So you guys go ahead and you go ahead and you kind of ask to kind of just push if you can, just to kind of get to this big city in the distance.
Mhm.
And they comply a little bit begrudgingly, but they eventually get you guys all the way back to the city. It's late at night, so thankfully there's not a ton of people at the docks late at night.
Yep.
Because having hippogriffs and griffin, riding in on that creates a bit of a scene. But you guys eventually arrive really late at night, and you're back in the city.
I would like to bet them for things.
So yeah, you guys go ahead and you kind of bid them thanks. The hippogriffs give a bit of a bow kind of motion, and then they kind of just fly off in a direction. And the hippogriff just the griffin just kind of leaves, doesn't even give a bow or anything.
Doesn't even want the food we promised them. Okay.
No, I'm stating that you guys, in the end, you guys did actually give them more food later on and everything. I'm just expediting some stuff.
If I wasn't in the mood, I would have asked to keep one of them.
No.
No.
I mean, remember in the beginning I did want one, but shit happened. And now I'm not in the mood.
Yeah, I mean, you've had butterflies flying on your head this entire day, and
I didn't even know the butterflies are on my head yet still.
yeah,
I need
you've
to go
had
see
butterflies just
my
flying.
darling Hootie. So,
Oh god, the owlbear cup.
yeah, we weren't expecting to be gone as long as we were. So I probably owe what's his name a little bit more compensation.
Yep, again, just to expedite some stuff there about the owlbear, let's see how well Hootie behaved herself. The first day, pretty well. Second day, nope. Third
Oh,
day,
no.
better. And then we'll say the fourth day then.
We'll
was
say it.
on their best behavior randomly on the last day.
So the second day she was a little shit and an absolute menace, and then days 3 and 4 she was good.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 on the second.
How dare! Oh god.
Oh. But yeah, anything in particular that you guys would like to do here, we'll just kind of expedite otherwise.
Just gonna... I need to know how much to give what's his name.
Oh god. Let's
I
see
need to-
here.
Flip a coin real quick.
Flipping a coin.
Because it's either A, I follow them finally into the actual room, or B, do what I've been doing the whole time to sleep somewhere else.
Alright.
You guys continue.
Let's see.
Up.
Trying to find Enzo was the one.
Mm-hmm.
So you were having Enzo watch the owlbear cub, and I'm trying to remember how much I charged last time.
I don't
It
remember.
was like 5 gold a day or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then plus damage, paying for damages.
Yeah, and there's definitely damages after the second day. So we'll
that's
say
like I want
a total of like 25 gold pieces then, just to keep it simple.
Okay, I gotta do math.
Okay, I kind of want to watch. I'm ready.
What does Noche or Alessandro doing? Are you guys gonna do anything before the next day comes, or what?
Alessandro is keeping an eye on the emotionally damaged members of the group, making sure that they're not going to do something rash and stupid. And I mean, this is his city, so he's probably going to collect some things from his
Abode.
abode, and then meet up with you guys and be like, okay, when are we going to head out?
Tomorrow morning?
All right.
Does this make it official then?
Well, I can't exactly leave you all after finding out what I did, now can I?
Welcome aboard.
Looking forward to our teamwork.
Someone's
Yes.
got to keep you all alive.
As for you, I just start walking around.
You're just walking around the city late at night?
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
I'm just
Random event for while you're walking around the city late at night. Hold on.
Oh, you're gonna change the scene, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'll change the scene back to the city here. But yeah, you're walking around the city late at night. You see a lot of people drunk late at night. Where is my frickin'... There's the city. It's been a while, okay? You guys are back in the city. Late at night. And then, yeah, Niku, as you are... Or, sorry, Say, as you're traveling around, walking around the city streets late at night, yeah, you're just... You know, I'm assuming you're back at, like, the red light district. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are drunk. There's women and men just kind of giving, like, the gestures of come here, spend the night kind of thing.
Good God.
That's where you guys have been staying.
I know.
Yeah, we've been staying in a brothel. Like,
I know, but still.
Bordello.
yes, I'm sorry, bordello, because that makes such a difference.
It does, actually.
It does, actually.
Yeah, just walk around. It's like, yeah, it's been a while since we've been here.
Brothels are so low class.
Wonder if I could find anything as I keep walking around.
What are you trying to do? What?
Nah, see, I was just curious if I could find anything interesting or something that catch my eye.
Yeah, no, you really don't see a lot that catches your eye. It's mainly just you see a lot of people that are drunk. You see a lot of people that are walking into other fine establishments for some company and entertainment.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I just want to say that. Or why did you do that?
Okay. Otherwise, then, yeah, you guys have a night's rest in a comfy bed. Lucid, on your coin flip, did you spend the night with Morrow again, or did you spend the night at the bordello?
Yeah, with Mario again.
You're with Morrow again. Okay, are you guys staying at the shady freaking place that he was staying at, or did you pay for another very expensive night?
Big expensive night! We're not going to that shitty place! Never again!
Right.
Fine.
If I recall, y'all had a pretty good time at that shitty little hole.
What do you mean you recall? You weren't there.
No,
Nothing
this is
happened.
This is out of character.
This is out of character.
I don't care. Nothing happened.
We're not even
How
in the
much would I
same.
pay again for that one? How much did I pay for that?
Anyways, continuing.
So I will say that Morrow will pay for the room this time around because he's got.
Oh, what a gentleman.
Shut the fuck up.
So yeah, you guys go ahead and you have a very nice night's stay. Making sure that Noche does not have the waterbed because he can't handle this on top of everything.
I was sleeping on the floor.
No. Noche is staying in the room I have with Hootie.
Okay.
We are keeping an eye on Noche.
Not gonna do anything crazy, maybe.
And I'm at the
Maybe.
I'm at the mirror bed.
Oh god, the mirror bed. All right. Just as a clarification question here, is Noche having the tea again?
Do you
I can
want
make
to?
it for you. Do you want it? Because I can make it for you.
Yes, please.
Okay,
He's not ready to process that.
okay, I gotcha.
You can only avoid it for so long, Rhythms.
Oh, I know, but I think
Yeah,
it's
I've only got
also-
3 more. I've only got 3 more doses of this stuff left.
Exactly.
So you know, it's also not kind of healthy because probably he's using it as a scapegoat too.
Yep, I know.
Yeah. And Jasper's willing to go along with it for now.
All right. So you guys have another very nice stay this time, again in a comfy bed. Lucid, I will say this much here for you and Morrow.
Oh god.
Morrow would be up for it tonight.
Oh my god. Why? Why?
Well, fancy place, he paid. Stress.
Yes.
Who did that? Wow.
I don't know. Are you gonna leave him?
Just
hanging
bend
there?
over, Lucid.
If I do it, we're gonna have bad rolls again. Maker, you need to shut up. Damn. It's
About
not
time.
ready anymore.
It's fine for me.
It's hilarious. I don't know what you're talking about.
I do it. If I do it, I get bad rolls.
Go ahead and you do the same thing we did last time. Like I already rolled to see how high his intimidation was.
Okay, I hate this shit so much.
You know they love it.
It's the bad boy.
Shut up!
Look,
Oh, yo, shut up! Just shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I mean 19.
Well, damn. You got to top tonight.
That's fine. Fucking fine. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet, but you know what? It's fine. No one got to do anything today.
He's gonna lose his mind.
Oh damn.
Going
I
to?
mean, this is like my last night. Might as well enjoy it.
I was about to say, you got to top. Would you have rather bottom?
Oh,
I bought him the
definitely.
first night.
Normally he does.
I mean, I'm a burst bot. I don't mind doing both, but yeah.
Anyway, you're gonna.
They have this whole song and dance thing where they just intimidate each other until one just like, all right, fine.
Yeah, basically.
All right, moving on. Moving on.
Moving on.
Yes.
So, the next morning, Lucid.
Shit.
First off, what's going on with you today?
If I do go back to that jet cell, at least I had a good
They
night.
wait. They woke up. They woke up naked.
So,
No,
you go ahead. You wake up a bit sore, but, you know, not as bad as that one time.
How could I forget all the biting?
You go
Get used
ahead.
to it again.
To be fair, the last time y'all had just gotten out of a fight, so...
Mhm.
Okay,
Beautiful.
stop talking. Garrett, keep going.
Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
you go ahead. You're getting out of bed. You're getting out of bed, and you're just kind of like, what the? Your tail is longer today.
Ah, shit!
I mean, it's
like
gonna be.
it's dragging on the floor a little bit longer.
Hold on, I almost spit out my drink. I got a mute.
Ah. Can I at least like wrap it around me so it's not like completely dragging everywhere?
You're gonna like saying this stuff from like from
I
Dragon
have to
Ball Z?
DB. Yeah, I'm gonna have to DBZ this because these people will step on my tail. I already got one of them who did. I'm not getting the rest of them stepping on my tail.
It's a very fluffy tail. Quite an interesting belt.
Lucy.
Yeah, I'd rather wear it as a belt than somebody step on it and get punched by accident.
Maro's getting up, stretching, cracking his neck and whatnot. And he goes ahead and he's just kind of hugs you from behind as you're kind of like trying to tie your tail up.
And I, oops!
Well, I don't really want to say this, but I've got to go to a different location right now.
Yeah, figured. But it was fun
I-
while it lasted.
Yeah. I'll be reporting back with some of my higher ups on what's been going on here as well. They'll want to know.
I remember making something, but I don't remember
Yeah.
anything else about it.
Before you go, do you still have your pendant?
Of course, I still have my pendant. Always keep it on me.
Can I see it real quick?
He's just kind of keeping you in the hug, and he just kind of moves the pendant over your shoulder.
You're sopping wet.
He's gonna take the pendant and swap it with his. There. So now you have mine and I got yours.
Make sure that we trade him back when we see each other again.
Man,
That's Y'all okay over there?
I don't know, someone's really wet.
Yeah, I think that's.
That's
oh,
Tiger, too.
it's the dog.
Oh.
It's raining outside, and they just got back from a walk.
Oh.
Gotcha.
He's not like it's not raining; it's misting. So he's like,
Oh.
Gotcha.
wet.
What was that? Oh yeah. It's a promise. If they don't put me in jail first.
Well, I know some people. Maybe I can get them to send you a message or something. I know some people that can cast magic. Maybe they can get me in contact with you again later on.
I appreciate it. Just don't die, please. Yeah, I love my closest friend and being the status of the captain. Yeah.
But can you promise me one thing here before we go our separate ways? I know when we were younger, I'd always be the hot-headed one. And without you, I needed to work on that a lot. But when in the past you'd freeze up every once in a while. And I see that you still haven't kind of worked on that. You could have died. I could have died. And now you do have allies besides me. I want you to remember that in that moment, if you freeze up, you could die. Your allies die. Alright? I want you to work on that, please.
In other words, learn to take risk.
I mean, you're a good fighter.
And I learned from you, so of course I'm a good fighter.
I go for the kidneys, though. You didn't want to do that.
I was trying to be nice for once. But I get your point. I promise.
Good. So, you don't die either. I better hear from you as soon as you have somebody that can reach out to me, alright?
I'll see what I can do. It's a promise.
Good. And he goes ahead and he just gives you a quick kiss on the cheek. Lets you go. Lets you go.
Okay.
Also, why is your tail so long today?
The luck of the draw today from our favorite god.
Looks good on you. He goes ahead and he gets gets himself all set up and he's grabbing his stuff so he can head out.
Until stuttering my words. Until next time.
Until next time.
How much the arcane?
It's the fucking possum.
Both boy.
But otherwise, yeah. So, moving forward into the next day, you guys are kind of getting all gathered up and you're trying to meet up at, I'm assuming, the bordello so that then you can go with the cart.
I figure we just meet at the cart.
Okay. It's up to
Since,
you.
yeah.
Well, Alessandro meets you at the bordello because he doesn't know where your card is. Well,
Exactly.
it's not that he doesn't know where your card is, it's that he doesn't want to be creepy and just show up somewhere where he's not supposed to know where it is.
Yeah.
And I'd rather Sky doesn't freak out seeing a new person out of nowhere.
Alright. So you guys meet up, you get all gathered together. How does Alessandro look to be all prepared for his new adventures and whatnot?
Well, it should just be a traveling day today, so he's in his lighter wear. What?
No, the dog.
Oh. He's just wearing his, he's wearing an outfit that are these, it's like pastel green pants with a pastel pink shirt. And he's got a jaunty little like Trilby kind of hat on. that is also the like pastel green. And he's walking up with someone else pulling a cart behind that has all of his gear in it.
Alright. So he is a fully prepared man.
Okay. Raptor, what are you doing?
Being an adorable doggo.
So you guys go ahead, you meet up, you see that he's fully prepared. Alessandro is, of course, doing the responsible thing, and he's talking to the people that work at the bordello and kind of getting his affairs set in order and whatnot.
Letting them know that my temporary sojourn is going to last quite a bit longer.
Yep, and then making sure that you also are setting stuff up for your contacts and whatnot as well.
Yes, especially one of them, making sure that he's got reliable fallbacks.
But yep, so you guys go ahead, you're getting all your stuff gathered together. You guys see Lucid's really long tail wrapped around his waist.
What?
Not even gonna comment on it, just keeps going.
Not
Thank
just
you.
affairs.
Oof.
Oh, he's a meerkat now. Interesting.
At this point, just weird shit happening to Lucid's body is just par for the course.
Good. Keep walking. Wait, actually, no. There was one thing I want to do real quick.
What is that?
I want to run up to that raccoon waitress, and I have a question I want to ask him.
Sure. So
How much
wanting
for your
to-
outfit? Yeah, just one quick. How much for your outfit? For personal reasons.
Wanting to entertain the Sir or Mrs. back at home?
You can say that.
I'll imagine it. Oh, let me look into frickin' clothing for this place here. What would you actually say is the level of clothing for this place here, Alessandro?
So the category of clothing for this kind of situation is going to fall under the costume.
Got you. So let me pull that up for the different clothing stuff. So let's see here. Costume.
It's basically it's for like costumes for performing. It's for uniforms. It's for anything where it's not like your average go out and go shopping daily wear. It's for something that you do for like work or entertainment.
Oh, that's perfect.
Well, it'll be 5 gold pieces then.
Bet. Bet. Okay, so let me give out 5, so that put me at 392. There we go.
Lucid, as you're paying for the costume and whatnot here, can you give me an investigation check?
Son of a. Okay, I have low investigation. It's gonna be so bad.
So, you remember all of a sudden, wait, we're supposed to partition part of our gold that we got from the dungeon delve to pay for us to actually still be a part of the delving cruise. You had a signed contract that you guys are supposed to pay a certain percentage of your delver, like stuff that you actually got from the delve, to pay Cullen and the actual city of Litfield.
We have to pay them. As it can't get any worse. Just get
So
any worse.
So hopefully, you guys can figure that out.
I think we have enough money to pay for it. I'm pretty sure we have enough money to pay
Do
for
you
it.
remember the percentage?
Isn't it like 10%?
There you
Trick
go. Good.
Oh, I thought it was 20.
Shut up! It's 10%.
It's 10%.
I don't even remember how much gold we got on that trip.
We got at least 10,000, around 10,000.
Like,
Around 1,000 or 10 or something like that. Maybe, I think.
Well, that's just what we found, right? Like, I don't know how much the quote bounty was.
So
Like,
again,
doing the
you guys have. So whatever you guys find in the dungeon, you are paid. You have to pay a certain amount for that. You are paid a certain amount for completing the job, which you sort of did.
The mission was to figure out the issue of the storm thing. Anything else after that, yeah, no, that's other stuff.
Yeah,
Well, we figured it out and resolved it, so.
Lucid
Peggle.
was supposed to leave that dungeon up to somebody more capable if he thought it was too dangerous for you guys.
Oh my god, oh, I'm so screwed!
Honestly, it's kind of a good thing that you didn't.
Not only I disrespect this, not only I'm not didn't do the job right, I also intervened and lost the stone.
But we recovered one.
Sure, we got one, but like we still let one go.
I mean, let one go is not the language I would use.
But yeah. So you go ahead, you pay for the outfit, and you guys head over to the cart.
Yep.
As
So-
you guys go ahead or sorry, you want to say something, Alessandro?
So Eric didn't put the amount of money that we got in the chat, so I can't help you guys with how much you're gonna have to pay.
All I know is when you guys were getting chests, y'all mostly got the chest because I was not focused solely on that, unfortunately. So I have to place my trust on y'all on this.
I mean, I could just be a jerk and then just be like, well, it'll just be 10% of what you guys have in total right now.
No, we need to figure out this money. This raccoon needs his money.
Okay.
Take some good notes, guys. Alright. Otherwise, you guys go ahead and you're heading out, heading over to the cart. Alessandro, can you give me what would it be for you to know things about, like, carts and whatnot from the Delvers? Would that be like a history check or an investigation check?
To know things that I wouldn't have direct experience with, that would be history.
Yeah, so give me a history check, Alessandro. Alright. So Alessandro, you know about Delvers. You've been with multiple Delvers in the past before.
Oh yeah,
You've worked with Delvers multiple times.
that too.
You remember, like, a lot of their carts extravagant. Like, there's just this massive thing on wheels. There's multiple rooms, and like you can like install doors that are like into a whole different portal of a different room, and like this one room can expand into multiple different rooms. You get to their cart. It's You look at it from the outside. You're like, well, maybe it looks better on the inside. You open it up. No beds, no multiple doorways or anything. There's just hammocks. There's like a beanbag chair off to the side.
And Hootie's nest.
And
Don't
Hootie's
forget
nest in another corner. Yeah.
Why does it smell like mold and dung in here?
Hey,
Looks at our- Yeah, Jasper, why does it smell like it?
Use
Sandra, you also know that a lot of these carts can be like they can be fashioned into like carts that can travel across water, and you're kind of assuming that, but then you're looking at this cart and you're like, I don't think this thing can go across water.
How did you all get this here?
Hello.
You paid a ferry to bring this whole contraption.
Yes.
It's a long story.
Oh my, I didn't realize you were all this new at this. I should have never let you into that tower. Well. Oh, it's a lovely shack on wheels.
This ain't shit, man. Who are you trying to fool? Sorry that slipped.
Well, seems you all needed a different approach to this. Right. We're going to have to make a cart fund that you all are going to have to pay into if you want to keep doing this, because this isn't going to cut it.
Isn't gonna cut it because it's not up to your standard, or isn't gonna cut it because
It's not up to basic Delver standards.
Gotcha.
We did kind of like been traveling everywhere with this thing without like much maintenance.
It's not just maintenance. Have you done a single upgrade to this?
Yes, we have.
What's that?
We have, was it a harpoon or a...
Yeah, we had a ballista.
Yeah,
ballista. Yeah, we have a ballista on it now.
I remember this because of my bird.
Wonderful.
Also, you should meet our member Sky. He's a really good bird.
And to be fair, when we got it, it was in pretty rough shape to begin with. So it's actually a lot better now.
Yeah, but if you think about it, I don't think like the essential needs of the cards has been worked on.
What?
You had it.
Look, working on this shit is expensive, and yeah, it's not cheap, and we haven't had like super high paying jobs just yet because we're just starting out.
How about this? Can we?
And-
How about we discuss it while we're in the boat when we're on our way back? Not here. We do gotta get home. As much as I like to stall, as long as I can from coming back, we do have to get back.
Alright. So you guys go ahead, you're getting into the cart. Alessandro, you're just kind of like, oh god, which hammock is mine?
Oh. None of them.
None of them.
Alessandro is going to go and find an empty-ish corner, and he's going to pull out a device. It's a little brick, and he sets it down, and he pushes a button, and it inflates into a little single-person bed. Well, not single-person; it's more of a full size, but still.
Would we?
And
even
then
have...
he just sets his stuff around that.
I mean, he's a small person.
It takes up quite a bit of room inside the cart.
No, honey. You gotta sleep in a hammock. You can't have a full ass bed in here. There ain't room for it.
I mean, there's...
Y'all discuss that.
It's a little...
Y'all discuss that. I'm gonna take my bird.
So Lucid goes ahead and he gets Sky all set up and everything, and there's like...
Daddy? Oh, Daddy misses you. Yes, you did. Yes, he did.
There's like pecks at the top of your head every once in a while.
I love his packs. Yes, you are a good person, aren't you? Yes, you are. We have a rat joining our team. I just want to let you know. Be nice to the rat. Unless he acts too suave, then peck him in the face.
He squawks. Oh god. So yeah, you guys get your cart all set up, and you guys start heading out on out, and you pay for another ferry. Unless you guys want to try to negotiate another, like, we'll offer protection kind of situation again.
I don't feel like fighting. Let's just pay the man.
We're doing that because it's free.
All right. Whoever would like to try then can give like a persuasion check to see if they can find and persuade a group to provide protection.
Alessandro, that's all you.
All right, Captain. We'll guard your body. Oh, and your ship.
What?
Damn,
Flirting.
give me that persuasion. Why did I even bother asking? A plus 11.
He's 11? Holy shit.
You have expertise in persuasion. All right. So yeah, with a bit of like flirtation and a bit of persuasion, they are very happy to have some protection on their ship. So you guys end up getting a vessel free of charge for you guys to provide protection on the ship as you travel out. But yeah, so you guys are now on the ship. We only have about like another half an hour here left. Anything that people want to do to kind of close things off for today's session?
Oh, I will just kind of casually mention to Lucid that I now have the sending spell.
What is that supposed to mean? What's that mean for me?
If you wanted to send a message tomorrow, I can do that for you.
Now, where is Morrow?
Know about that? How the fuck you know?
I know shit, but also just, like, the obvious?
Yeah, it's like you want to keep in touch with a friend.
More than friends, but...
Maybe later. It's like, maybe later, and then I think it's like the best thing for him is just him kind of like looking at the pendant thing. So yeah.
Like, Jasper's just trying to be nice and just kind of casually mentions that to you.
Yeah, he'll just say, no thanks, but I appreciate the offer.
I mean, I don't have it. I mean, I don't have it prepped right now, but I was just like making you aware that I have the capability to do that for you.
Oh, thank you. That actually would be nice.
You're welcome.
That's a wholesome moment between those two. We're coming to.
Less wholesome and more like not trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
An agreeable moment.
Yeah, you guys have a moment of calm as you guys are just traveling on this new boat. Providing
no, Jay.
protection.
Don't you think it's about time?
Okay.
Alessandro's asking no
uh,
no time.
Nudge is a bit confused of what are you talking about. Then realizes, oh, I mean the jewel.
Yes. You can't put it off forever.
I really am scared of. I don't think I get my something. I had such animosity, such hatred, and now that telling me there's a chance, I'm not sure if I'm ready to know. But staying like this won't solve anything. All right. He hands over the jewel to Alessandro.
Alessandro places his hand over basically reaches out his hand so you can put the jewel in it, and then he puts his other hand over yours and says, "We'll do it together."
Okay.
So you're ritually casting Identify again?
Yes. And I'm keeping Noche in contact with it as well as me.
Very good, because I was about to say otherwise he would not go with you. So. All right.
Nope.
So you guys go ahead and you go ahead and you cast the spell. Everybody else from the outside of what's happening here, you will notice that at Noche and Alessandro's feet, there's a bit of ice building up. But for you guys, going ahead and casting Identify in the stone, you kind of close your eyes, focus in on trying to identify the stone itself, and when you both open your eyes again, you see nothing but a white, intense blizzard-like landscape yet again. It feels insanely cold for both of you right now here. Alessandro, I'm going to need you to make a con save.
Yeah, that's such a great save for me.
Okay, so you feel very, very, very cold. Outside-wise, you guys see the ice that was kind of below both of them kind of go up Alessandro's feet a little bit more. But from the inside, Alessandro, you're feeling very, very, very cold right now.
Ooh, let's get this over with quickly, Noche.
Okay, are you sure you're gonna be okay? It doesn't affect me, but obviously it's affecting you.
Some things just have to be endured.
Okay.
So,
If it gets too much, we're pulling out. And
Let's
see.
go.
Sorry.
that's fine. All right. Go ahead and you guys go ahead and you start searching around. Give me perception checks, the two of you.
It's on you, Noche.
Here we go. Perception. Don't fail me now.
Giving him bardic inspiration.
Oh,
So
So
you have a
do I.
6, and then you're going to add on his bardic die.
I roll a 1d20.
No,
Uh,
D6.
Yeah,
Oh,
roll
1d6.
another d6 on top of that.
Okay.
So it's very hard to see, but you swear you see a very similar structure in the distance, Noche, that you saw previously. It doesn't look quite the same, but similar-esque. It's very hard to tell.
Yep, that's my second 2 in a row. Oh, we're back
Jesus.
on. We're back on that.
But yeah, Noche, you just barely rolled high enough to at least go in the correct direction.
But
So you go ahead and you follow over towards the, because you remember Daya was inside some sort of like large ice crystal-like structure. You go ahead and you're kind of moving towards what you assume to be that. As you go ahead and you get closer to it, it seems like it's just the base of it. Like, you look around and there's like chunks of ice everywhere, like that seem to have like shattered off in multiple different directions. But you don't see Daya. You see the base of like the structure that you were at previously, though.
this wasn't like this before. It was much bigger, and I felt Daya's presence in the middle of it. Did it break? Did he break free? He starts shouting Daya's name frantically.
You do remember that the last thing that you remember from being inside the stone was you saw his eyes open, he said your name, and the ice did crack.
So he's got to be free. There's no other explanation. Daya, Daya!
So you're just shouting and whatnot here. Alessandro, can you give me another con save?
Tempted to just cast a second level spell to help me out with this.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go.
Oh, you're casting Flaming Spear. So, all right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. So, as you guys from the outside, you're kind of like, what is happening? You start to see more of the ice build up around Alessandro, like going up his legs, and all of a sudden it's just kind of like not moving up anymore, and like, yeah, you're just standing next to your flaming sphere that you summoned, and you're just kind of keeping your hands warm. Oh, you cheeky rat.
Can I use shape water on the ice that's creeping up his legs and just like get rid of it?
You try and you cannot seem to move it. It seems like it's much stronger than a cantrip level spell.
Oh, this isn't good.
Yep. So I'm gonna ask you guys for either another perception check or a survival check.
You asking us, or are you asking Noche and...
I'm asking Noche and Alessandro.
Okay, cool.
So survival or what?
Survival or perception.
I would like to both aid Noche and give him inspiration again,
I will allow it.
because I'm trained in perception.
So do I hit the
Oh.
little?
So
You'll
roll
have
an
it.
advantage and roll an additional d6.
Okay. Oh, well,
Well, we'll just go with that survival. That's funny.
yeah.
In your
27.
franticness of like looking around, because you're shouting his name, you're not hearing a response, but you swear that you're still feeling a presence here. You're looking around and you spot some tracks in the snow. Like, even though there's like this intense blizzard, it's very, very hard to find the tracks. But in your frantic nature, you've found the tracks and you're now following. Like, it looks like someone has moved away from this pillar of ice that has shattered.
Okay.
So you guys go ahead and you follow it.
Oh, Noche.
All right.
As you go ahead and you continue following it, the flaming sphere just kind of continues traveling for a while. How long does the flaming sphere last?
It lasts 1 minute.
Okay. I'll allow that to work for a little bit here then. So you continue to travel for a while, and in the distance, Noche, what does Daya look like as you just kind of see him sitting in the snow, and like snow is just kind of building up over the top of him? What does he look like?
A really big dragon, about say 7 to 8 feet tall, silver too, gorgeous scales, like almost blinding, extremely blue eyes. Has a normally a a platinum plate with like gold embedded armor. Normally that he wears, it's his signature armor that he was granted at this at the church, being the top of the rest of us, basically.
Yeah.
The tips of the scales and horns are tinted with like slight amount of gold, or gold like, but not actually gold. Do shimmer in the light.
It's a bit subdued, with like some of the golden flakes and whatnot for like his scales underneath all of the snow that's kind of building on top of his body. But he's just kind of, he's just kind of sitting there, kind of
Menacingly.
not really paying it, not menacingly, more so like it's like he's like it's very weird because like Sandra, you remember when you went into the stone for water? It was like the presence wanted you to know that he was there. It's as if like he didn't want to be noticed. It's like he's like he didn't try to make his presence known. It's very strange to you. Also, you're used to a big menacing presence. He's just in a more subdued dragon-like state where they go more anthropomorphic. He's not making this big, grandiose of his presence in any way, shape, or form.
Go on,
Can I
Notch.
run towards him?
Yeah, you can run towards him.
Just that. Frantically, like, trying to fight through, like, the large amount of snow, because, like, there's, like, layers of snow on the ground, but I'm, like, have tears in my eyes, because I finally think I see him, and I just get real close to him. Daya? Is that you?
There's a moment where like his eyes go kind of wide, and he kind of like is looking around, and he eventually looks towards you, and his he's just kind of like he has that moment where it's like his just kind of like he's shaking a bit. Noche?
Ah, Jesus Christ. Okay. Sorry, that was out of character. Woo. Daya, really you? I can't believe it's actually you. Can you see me? Are you real? Noche starts feeling up on him, and he feels cold to the touch.
It's not abnormal for him to feel cold to the touch or anything
No.
like that, but like you're feeling him physically. He is there, and he just kind of is. He's not even like moving at all, besides just his head kind of moving towards you and looking at you. So I didn't imagine that.
Yeah. Wait, do you mean me or? Noche's is obviously crying, but trying to fight the happy tears because he's trying to communicate, but it's extremely hard because he really thought he lost them. Loki, not trying to get emotional myself, so give me a bit.
That's fine.
Try to process. Noche tries embracing him, but I know he's not hugging back. But to Noche, it doesn't really matter. He just hugs him. And just...
He does smile, and he says, "Noche, I'm glad that you are well. There is He does smile. Noche, you can give a insight check if you wish.
No, not now.
You do see it's a smile for sure. That's all you see. It's just him smiling.
Oh, pain.
He does actually kind of there's this slow movement of his hand, and he does actually set his hand on you. And it's it's like he's also trying to register this isn't just he's imagining something.
I quickly cup his hand in mine, and I put it against my face. I'm right here.
There's just a slight chuckle.
He's laughing at this? You're laughing? I thought you were gone.
Everything's been a bit of I didn't think I would see you again.
Good that you wouldn't see.
Um,
Now you're right here.
yeah. Like, there's just kind of like, you know him though, like that like smile and whatnot. It's not the same smile that you had seen in the past. It was like a smile that would like light up the entire room. He was always someone of like huge confidence, and he would always like speak highly of himself and wanting to do the best that he ever could do. But it's like all of his expressions are very muted.
Do I need to roll a perception check to see that? Because I think
No, I think you passively
No.
would kind of know this, because it's like normally he would be. It's not the same for him. Like there's something going on, but like if you want, you can do another insight check. I'll allow it.
big money. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, no, that's fine. You're definitely know there's something up. Like he's not, like there's something wrong. Like he's not acting like himself, and it's like he is happy to see you, but he's also not happy to see you. It's kind of weird.
Okay. Not you. How did you get? What happened? Do you remember anything?
Look, no, Jay, I did die. You know how I had a mission, and I told you to stay behind this time?
Yeah.
I was investigating demon attacks on the Draconic homeland. Although you were traveling with me as my squire, I didn't want you to be at risk. And I thought I could handle it, but I was attacked by a large amount of demons, and I fought for as long as I could, but eventually I was captured, and it's like he seems like he's distracted a bit, like he's trying to focus and think. I remember some strange symbols, and I remember feeling a bunch of pain, and all of a sudden I was here. And I know I died in that instant.
You're right here. You're back. I remember that expedition. You told me to stay behind at that, but
He's like shaking his head, and he's just like, I stand before you. As someone who failed the very oath that I swore to uphold. I took this oath with pride, and believing I was a beacon of light, a shining example of the best of dragonkind, but I faltered. I failed to protect those I swore to defend. And now I became nothing but a tool for others' desires. That man, he just a forgotten soul, trapped, unable to rest. Alessandro, make another con save. The ice is not building on the outside, but you still feel very freaking cold right now. Succeeded on that one. The light that once burned brightly has dimmed, no, Jay.
What are you talking about? You were always amazing. You protected so many people. You protected me. Everybody admired you. I found inspiration. You believed in me when nobody else believed in me. No one cared about me because I was just a simple, useless, worthless kobold. But you saw something in me, and I'm here today because of you.
Make
But
a
you're not
persuasion
here with
check
me.
here for sure after this.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
I love this. Oh, I love it. It's like this intensity of you like pushing this. That's freaking perfect. I love that. Just there's like this moment of like you're saying all this, you're shouting this at like the top of your lungs. It's like he can tell that you're just being completely genuine and honest. He smiles weakly again, but there's like it's a little bit bigger this time around. Though small, your heart is quite large, my friend. I'm glad that it was you that found me and had not forgotten me.
Just to clarify, they're talking in Draconic, right?
Oh yeah, they're totally talking Draconic. You have no idea what the fuck they are saying. You're just seeing an emotional moment from this. I will say, Noche, this is probably the first time that you've seen tears in Daya's eyes.
Okay.
Okay. No, but
And there's just kind of a tight hug in that moment from him. You're just sitting out in the cold with him. Alessandro, make another con save. Oh, the ice is starting to build up more and more from the outside. And you are feeling incredibly cold.
Outside of character, am I on a time limit here?
Outside of character, you're at a bit of a time limit, but you have a moment to kind of say any kind of final moments here for things that you want to say.
Yeah, Alessandro is kind of your anchor here right now, so he's fighting to give you time.
Is this the only time? Is this the only time
No.
I'm gonna have a time? Okay. Because I was gonna start crying. Anyway.
Alessandro will actually speak up in a language you probably don't know, and say that he's not sure what the two of you are talking about, but he can tell Daya that Noche has been a guiding light for his party.
He responds back to you in the same language. Noche, you have no idea what the frick he's saying. But he responds back with, I always saw something in this little kobold. Keep him safe, okay? And I'll do what I can to help from here. And he kind of turns, kind of looks back down at you again, Noche, and just kind of, he's keeping you close. Keep me safe, okay? And I'll do what I can to keep you safe.
Right. Well, I feel it's probably the best moment that I might need to bring this up. There's something I never got to tell you during our adventures, even through our training and everything like that. But in case things go south. Noche stands up straight, gives him a look in the eye, and just gives him the most serious expression that you've ever seen this kobold done. Besides the death glares that he does in battle. I love you.
There's
And
like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. He says, I love you. And I know I'm a kobold and you're a dragon, and it's not really supposed to happen. And it's maybe one-sided. But I never got to tell you that when you were alive. And I feel like I owe you that. I love you.
He goes ahead and he kind of sets his hand against your face. Just kind of looks you in the eye. He says, I always kind of knew. But I appreciate it so much. And as he is about to say something else, Alessandro loses the connection.
Damn.
Alessandro, you are sitting in a bunch of ice right now. You are freaking cold, but you know what the stone does.
Okay.
That was not pleasant.
Before that happens, I need some heat.
I need
Jasper
some heat.
gets Jasper starts making some tea, regular tea, not the Stein leaf stuff.
That would be funny. You mix them up. He just gets knocked out.
Knocked.
Oh.
Well, I think this is a good place to stop off, but I will put this in the chat for you guys to know. But I hope that wasn't too hard on you, Rhythms.
I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci.
No, he's
I
not.
kept it together to the end.
I
It's
love
a
it.
little bit less traumatic than what we were expecting, I think. It ended up being more wholesome than trauma.
But you have the following benefits now with Daya's protections. So the Stone of Ice, or otherwise known as the Soul of Daya. First effect, you can bless one weapon or armor. It can be your armor or your weapons, anyone's really, as long as it's not magical. And you can make it a +1 item.
Oh.
So you can make your armor class go up by 1 if you choose to like boost up your shield or your armor, etc. You can you have to re-bless an item every day at dawn because it only lasts for 12 hours. So you can do that once a day, bless a weapon or armor. You can replace your damage of your divine smites with either, instead of using radiant damage, you can replace it with ice now, if you wish. But also you can replace it with necrotic.
Oh.
Yep.
It's got a little evil in it. Okay.
So like, you know, Alessandro's kind of mentioning this stuff here, and it's like, that's different, because Daya would never use necrotic stuff.
Yeah.
You now have 2 different breath attacks that you can choose. One of these you can use, you have to choose which one you're doing that day, but you can only do this once a day. You can use Daya's paralyzing breath. If they fail the con save, they're paralyzed. Anyone that's in a 15-foot cone. You also have a repulsion breath. So in a 15-foot cone, they have to make a strength save where they are shoved 20 feet back and are knocked prone.
Okay.
And then finally, the spells that you have access to now. You get a lot from this, by the way, because of how you roleplayed this out. The spells. You can cast Armor of Agathist, Fog Cloud, Frost Fingers, Ice Knife for your level 1 spells, level 2, Rhyme's Binding Ice, and Snowball Storm. You get a lot from that.
I was like, holy shit, I need to do my homework again. God damn it.
Well,
So
You know
yeah,
how
so
I felt.
I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna put it in the group chat, and I'm also gonna put it in our Roll20 chat here as well. Just so that you have all of this shit. But you get a lot of benefits from the Soul of Dia.
Oh.
But yep, so all of those spells you can also cast once a day for free as well.
Without
Without using a spell slot. Yep.
Whoa. Okay, that's a big.
wow. The way you
So
said it.
like these will be added to your spell list. I'll put them in eventually. But yeah.
Okay.
Ice Knife's
Um,
one.
But yeah.
Armor of Agathis is the really good one there.
Yeah, Armor of Agathis will give you temporary hit points, and then if someone hits you, it'll drop, but then they'll take ice damage from them hitting you.
Oh.
That's what
really
was
good
happening.
stealth.
Also,
right now.
basically, what happens to me is gonna recoil back onto people. Bet. I love that. That's
Yeah,
so ironic.
it's what was happening to Maru when he was fighting what's his name.
When he was fighting Jin, yep.
Okay.
But yeah. Jin had access to more than just this, though, by the way. You
Oh,
got
really?
the you guys got the pendant away from him before he was about to cast some really dangerous shit.
Huh.
Next turn, I was about to start casting the spells from it, but you guys got it away right when I was about to do it, and I was like, son of a bitch.
Damn, I can't have
That's like-
fun.
I'm a crafty little kobold. Don't play with me.
Damn, I can't have fun.
You have indeed saved. You have indeed saved Dia's soul.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
But yeah, this is a good place to stop then, on a bit of a more happy note, as there's the looming threat of what's going on with this and what for when you guys get back to Litfield.
And he's just blowing it all out of proportion.
You try being in a cell and then get out and then realize, oh, you've done goofed.
Alright, but otherwise, I need food.
Yeah, same.
No.
But I hope you guys had a lot of fun, and we'll plan out our next session.
Alright.
Alright?
Yep.
See you guys later.
See you guys later. Thanks for the fun time.
Yes,
Bye.
thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Be
Oh boy.
Bye.
oh, there it is.
I lied.
For now.
I had to really listen to fucking metaphor music just to freaking cry. I literally had to cry for that scene.
Yikes.
But yeah, but I do have plans for the next scene of what I'm gonna do.
Let's see.
Cause yes, bitch, I wish.
Anyways,
Yes, Grandma, I'm here
time for you to go now.
on the phone. Okay,
See you then.
later.
Bye. So yeah, that was the. Oh, what am I doing? So yeah, that was the end of it. Thank you, Pan, for coming and watching us play this D&D today. God, that was a lot of shit. Also, my freezing my thing is not moving. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. Yeah, hopefully anybody who joined in today, thank you guys for coming by. I didn't really talk about much, but it's fine. It's their story. So it's fine. Other than that, my name is Nikita Yuki, and if you want more D&D, maybe next Friday. Anytime was fun. Was fun hearing the drama. Yeah, it was really fun, Pat. So sorry that it doesn't. That you're. So sorry that your text didn't go through the slime chat though. Didn't expect that. Anyways, but yeah, everybody who joined in today, thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow I'll be playing Persona 3 Reload, the answer. So hope to see you guys then. Alright, so this is Nikita Yuki. So yeah, bye, y'all. Oh god, I'm lagging.